when I dated, for me, when I dated, it always, my dating.
Sorry, go ahead.
When I dated, y'all can't
I'm sorry, you gotta see this. I'm sorry, I was on social. I was on social media with my mental illness, looking at a.
Okay, we got LeBron James looking like Delroy London. Yeah, I can see the resemblance. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Can I finish?
Yes, sir.
With your battery short phone.
Sorry about that.
So when I date, I dated inside my. I never dated. I was very prejudiced when I dated.
Right.
So I dated people that were certain height,
right,
certain build,
right.
They were of African American descent,
right.
And that's just me. And the reason why I did that is because I always dated for a future.
Okay, that makes sense.
I never dated for I ain't gonna say never. I'll say very seldom did I date for just that. Okay, this ain't. It's just for a hit, or, one or two times.
Kaiser Soze, the man with the plan.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I would say that. But when I dated, I kind of always knew within a week if this was gonna work or not.
That's right.
So I didn't date long. I don't understand these long engagements.
Right.
I don't understand these long. Will you marry me? And 2 years later, we still trying to say, will you marry me?
Right.
Either you know or you don't know.
You knew.
You ain't gonna figure it out over 2 years.
Right.
Years, not years.
Right.
My Texans come out.
I heard that.
You're not gonna figure it out within 2 years.
Thank you, sir. So
my thing is, fellas, if you're going to date, take a page out of my book. And
is this a trustworthy page?
Actually, to be quite honest, this is a trustworthy page.
Okay.
He put on a serious face and stopped smiling and everything.
This is a trustworthy page.
Let me sit up.
Honestly, understand who you're dating. Don't see the problem with guys. I think is we take women around the mulberry bush too many times.
Yeah. Around the who?
Around the mulberry. I'm old school.
Okay.
Around the mulberry bush.
Okay.
That used to be a gang.
Okay.
So, I mean, not a gang, but that used to be a game we played around the mulberry bush. Right? Okay. But we take women around the circles too many times. And we play with a light of emotion.
And women let you do it now.
Well, I could say, no, I'm gonna cut you off with what women let you do. I'm gonna cut you off because men have the ability to control. And I'm gonna tell you where I'm coming from.
Yeah, go ahead. Because I'm way more controlling than you, I guarantee.
No, let me tell you what I mean. Mm-hmm. If you were in a club and a man came to you.
My mic, I want to look at your face.
If you were in the club and a man came to you and said, and wanted to date you.
Yeah.
Okay. You could shut him down, cut him off, tell him the no sign, and he's still hounding.
Yeah.
Right?
Always.
Every once in a while, you get that one that'll still hound. Next thing you know, you done gave him your number.
Right.
Just give him persistence, right? Because he was persistent. So now you gave me number, and every once in a while y'all talk. Now y'all become real close, right?
Right.
This is the same man you told him get the heck out of my face at the club.
Process of elimination.
Now, flip the script. If you came to a man and said, "No, I ain't dating nobody. Leave me alone. Get out of my face." What you gonna do? Leave him alone. Get out of his face.
Me, if a man? Not necessarily.
Oh, you gonna be persistent?
Absolutely.
No.
If it's something that I want, absolutely.
No. Call foul on that place. Foul.
I am very persistent.
Foul. No. If a man told you no at a club, most times, most women will just move on.
Mm-hmm.
Most women.
9 times out of 10, women would just move on. Just move on.
Not in my family, but yes, I understand.
Okay, your family's different. Y'all got that social media, specialty thing. But most women will move on.
Right.
Okay, because what he did was he cut her off right then and there. He did not give her an opportunity to move further.
Right.
Okay. A woman can cut a man off, and he will try to be persistent and move further. Next thing you know, they wind up being married.
Right.
We hear stories about that all the time.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Okay, because she can't cut him off, but he can cut her off. So when we talk about this control thing, when we talk, where I'm going with this. When we talk about this control, who's controlling who? He can cut her off, but she can't cut him off. The control is always in the man's favor. Men just don't know what the heck they're doing with it. Some men will take that control and run her around the mulberry bush all the time. Baby, I'm going to marry you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this and another. And guess what she going to do? The more he says it, he can give her a bone. Every once in a while, she be suck it in. Mm-hmm. And she'll be just reeled in. Okay, God. Oh, my man love me. How you know? Because the bone he just gave his girlfriend, he gave it to me too.
That's right.
We all in. So guess what? He can do whatever he wants to as long as she don't find out. And the moment she finds out, guess what? He can give her 2 or 3 bones and she'll be good. But the moment the man finds out, you cut off. It's over.
So women, Cedric, I'm sorry. The bench warmer is saying that we're just desperate and stupid.
No, I never said that. No.
Something has to be wrong if you're going to allow a man to give you just a bone.
I never said...
Not a ring.
I never said... No.
Not a Benz.
No, that could
and
be,
a house. No, I'm just playing.
That's a big old bone.
we need restitution.
You get some shoes or some shoe strings or something.
No, but I hear where you're going. Go ahead.
But the point I'm trying to make is this. When men, and I'm talking to my brothers here,
right?
Because my brothers are the one who screw over women all day long.
Okay.
And then the screwed over woman goes to a good man, and she starts screwing him over because what she got before.
Absolutely.
She takes her bag and she gives it to him. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, he's screwed over because he can dive right in that same boat that she's dived in.
The evolution.
Yeah, so he's in that crazy. Oh my God, I think I got one, and she's this, she's that. Next thing you know, she's gonna take him around the same mulberry bush that she got took around.
Right.
All the while, she's trying to get back at the man who got with her, who took her around that mulberry bush. That whole first thing, that whole first love thing is crazy.
Because
once you finish that first love, it's over after that. It's gonna take you at least 20 years to get with that first love for a woman.
20.
About 20.
20.
I'm gonna tell you why.
10 minutes.
Because let's say you get that first love, right? And y'all thinking y'all good to go and everything. And then the first love, y'all split up and go apart. Well, you spent like at least 5 years with the first love. Guess what you're gonna do? You pissed off because the first love done left you. So now you want what the first love had in the second man. Second man ain't like the first love. So the second man got to live up to the first love. Can't do it. But he got a little something, so I'm going to use what he got. While I'm using what he got, he may be a good man. But guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to screw him up as much as I can. Now, I don't necessarily go in thinking that, but it winds up being that way. So now he all off the rocker. He had the funny for him because she done messed him over. Then she going to move on. Now, that's another 5 years because women don't know how to break off.
Now, this goes back to the fact that the men messed all this up?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it starts with the man.
You just keep talking. Then.
Yeah, so then she moves on. Now we just dealt with 10 years. So now, guess what, though? In this 5 years, she got a child. So now she can't even think right because she got to deal with the child. And the child probably looked like the daddy who she hates. So now, you know where I'm going with this, right? So now she got to get this child who looked like the daddy, who starts talking like a daddy and walking like the daddy and acting like the daddy. Oh my God, here we go. Now we get another man. We still pining over the first love because we ain't never got over the first love.
Okay.
We 15 years down the road. First love done moved on. She don't figure that out till like 15, 17 years down the road. Now she get with a man who wants to dog her out. So now you got another 5 or 6 years in that. We 25 years through from the first love road.
Women, you see where
I understand it.
What's your problem?
I understand it. I understand
sisters, y'all gotta fix this.
I ain't fixing Jack. I'm married.
I said sisters.
Yeah, but
if that's our history, like I am sick. Like I have nothing else to say.
Stop. Write it down.
If that's it, I mean, what's the purpose?
No.
I mean, you're talking about like just slit your wrist. I mean, golly, that's a terrible story, Cedric.
But I mean, which part of this am I not right about?
Well, there's a couple of things.
Oh, dang.
No, let me say that you're not right because those are a lot of cases.
Things.
I know,
but there's a couple of things that don't apply. Okay, like the women who are able to see that, okay, this didn't work out with Joe. Okay, this doesn't mean that Joe is Bob. So by the time Bob comes, Bob is treated with the respect and the dignity of Bob.
How soon does Bob come?
However soon. If he comes, yes.
Now, it's a difference.
Because sometimes it takes somebody else helping you to get over the other person. It just depends on where your mentality is at.
Okay, so my scenario probably worked when the man left the woman.
Yeah. And I'm saying if a man leaves me.
But here's the deal, though. The first love, though, on the first love, okay, the first love, it's hard for a woman to get away from her first love.
Unless she has a man that comes in there and sweeps her off of her feet, which typically happens.
So what you're saying is the best way to get over one man is get another man.
Verbatim. This is the fastest way. I don't say best way. It's the quickest way.
It's the quickest way, but here's the thing, though.
When somebody gets off a cigarette, you give them a piece of gum, or you give them a program, or you give them a patch, or you give them whatever. It's just the fastest way. I'm not saying it's the best way, but it is the fastest.
You take them rehab.
Rehab.
So that second man is your rehab.
He's your rehab. He might be your savior. He might be your second husband. He might be your everything. I mean, who knows? But
everybody don't stay on the patch all the rest of their life.
They don't. They move to bigger and better things.
Right. So the patch is left.
So then he gets upgraded.
You throw the patch in the trash.
You don't throw him away.
You throw the patch in the trash.
Because I've been victim of.
What do you do with the patch?
What you do is you remember that patch. Some people put that patch on a plaque because they remember what that patch did for their life.
Now, once you put the patch on the plaque, then guess what happens to the next man? He gonna see the patch. Well, baby, what's going on here?
Well, you don't get rid of the patchy man there. You leave your patchy man where he's
You put the patch in the closet.
You don't put that patch in that closet. You keep that patch. See, that's the thing about the mentality.
But the patch is not the real man that you want.
Yeah,
He's just a patch.
Actually, he does become the best man that you want. I have to all my patches. To all my former patches out there. I just want to say thank you, brothers out there, for coming in here and patching things up, because y'all did a great job.
Wow.
And I remember every one of yous. No, but yeah, I mean, no, seriously. There comes in some cases, you are absolutely 1,000,000% correct. If a woman has a hard time getting over her first love, she's got a hard time getting over what has happened. She has a hard time forgiving herself, forgiving that man. That is 25 years. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah,
that's true.
Now the question now there's always a way out.
Okay.
There's always
help us.
Because I don't just offer the bad, but I got to get a good.
Get us off the bench then.
All right. You want to tell me to get off the bench? I'm still on the bench.
No, you stay on the bench. You get us off the bench. We want to get up.
That's what I do. Want to get off the bench. Well, that's some sacred ground there.
You sat right there. Let us.
Okay, so here's what happens. Okay, so you have this almost this lifetime of trauma that you're going through, because that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
When you're dealing with relationships, you're dealing with everything.
Impact.
Especially if you're true to what you're dealing with.
Absolutely.
Because you get a lot of those, just whatever, let you go. Male and female.
Right.
Male and female. Mm-hmm. The best way you move through that is you have to step back. Mm-hmm. You have to learn to step back. If I go from one to the other to the other to the other, and I don't ever step back and do something for me and take care of me and heal me, I'm going to always go through the cycle. So 25 years can turn into 30 years, can turn into 40 years. It's a cycle. It's this vicious cycle that you're always going to go through. And people have a hard time of waving their hands saying, I need help.
That's right.
They have a hard time saying, I need help.
Or they ask for it improperly.
Or they ask for it from the wrong person.
Yeah.
You ask the right question to the wrong person, you're going to get the wrong answer. Right. You ask the wrong person the right question, you're still going to get the wrong answer. The question is, who do you ask it to? And what is the right question?
That's right.
The thing is, stand up, wave your hands, say, I need help.
Well, see, that's where the topic comes in at. That's when you go to other.
No, see that other thing, see that whole other. Okay, let's take that.
That's when you go to other.
So I meet my woman in church.
That's right.
Because I'm a Christian.
Right.
We have a good time. Mm-hmm. We get married. She wound up being the devil. Incarnation. All right. So guess what I do? I break up with her, or she break up with me, or whatever. We break up. Mm-hmm. Now I ain't finna go get with no woman in church no more, because that's where I got the last one.
That's right.
Who screwed my head up.
That's right.
So guess what I'm gonna do? Look at that Muslim girl walking down the street. I'm gonna go get her.
That's right.
Because she a Muslim, and they hard about theirs.
Right.
But then she screwed me up. Because all that Muslim talk, I got Christian talk on one head, Muslim talk on the other head. I ain't finna do that right there. Now I go get Tina Turner. I'm young Renge's kill.
A Buddhist.
I get that Buddhist thing going on. I'm young, so we all Buddhism to get going. Now you're really screwed up. It's got too many things in my head. Then, you know what I do after that? I go take a break. So.
When we come back, you're going to hear from the She Said side.
Yeah, but this song...
It won't be 30 years either.
Okay.
Got 10-minute fixes over here.
We got to pay some bills. You're listening to 411 Sports Talk Radio on FaceTimeRadio.com.